Hi everyone, and welcome back to Dramatic Budgets. If this is your first time here, then my name's Lisa and I am on a debt-free and hopefully savings journey to get rid of what started off as just under £11,000 worth of debt. If you have been here before, then thank you so much for joining me for yet another video. I'm not sure what to say this time, guys. So it is the end of my week 2 of my January budget. I have money left in this lovely purse, which I will show you soon. So that's great, which excites me a little because it means that I can actually start my 2023 savings challenges. I have got Bertha with me for the pennies. As you can see, she is completely empty. The one thing I won't be doing is using the counter on the top because, as was proved to me when I unstuffed it last time, it was completely wrong. So yeah, and I've got some new challenges. The puzzle challenge, which I'm sort of trying to restart again as well. So let's see where we get with it. So I have written out most of the things on my budget sheets. I'm just going to move my candle out of the way so that we don't end up burning myself or ending up with wax everywhere. So we started off with a rollover of £942.07. So I'm just going to check that you can actually see what I'm writing. Yep, you should be able to. If this is too far away, guys, then obviously please let me know in the comments for the next weekly check-in. So I worked out that I had a rollover of £942.07. I then, obviously, because I needed to pay my mum off for what she paid for my boiler, we unstuffed the penny challenge, and there was actually £168.88. So there was £40 in notes, and obviously the £128.88 when we put it through the money machine at my sister's NatWest Bank. My emergency fund, which was obviously what I had already stuffed and what I had planned to stuff for the month, so that was £145. I emptied my house sinking fund, so that was £24, and I took £55 out of savings. So that meant that we started the week with £1,334.95. So obviously, if you saw my check-in last week, you'll know that I did do it early because of New Year's Day to start with, but obviously because of a lot of my bills come out on the 1st. Obviously the 1st was a Sunday, and then the 2nd was New Year's Day bank holiday, so a lot of things didn't actually come out till the 3rd. So as you can see, there's quite a few of my bills from last week that didn't go out that have come out this week. So everything I was expecting to come out last week has come out this week, and they've come out at what I thought they were going to be. So my house insurance came out at £42.37, and my registration fee for my job at £30.25 as expected. And then obviously rolled over from last week, we have the car tax at £11.81, my union fees at £20.30, council tax 108, which I pay 10 months. I pay it in 10-month instalments, so that means I now don't pay anything for the 1st of February and the 1st of March, so I have 2 months where I don't pay council tax. So that's great because it gives me a little bit of money spare to sort of try and bulk up things that obviously I've had to empty due to the boiler. My account fee for my bank account, which is £17, my TV licence at £13.25, and my mortgage came out at £285.47. So that left us with a total of £528.45. Can you see? Yes, just. So that was our total bills for the week, and so that left us with £806.50. So now on to, I'm just going to move this to one side and bring in the wallet. So I'm just going to have a quick drink. I did start out with a hot cup of tea, but when I get doing this, I kind of forget about it. So food, I had £20 in there, and I spent a total of £7.31. So you will notice if you look further down that I've overspent a little bit on the spends. So there is a little bit less in my food envelope because where I overspent on the spends category, I took it out of my food money. So we have got 10, 11, £12 and some more change. So that is our food money. So fuel, I didn't need to fill my tank up, so I have got the £20 left over from that. Our spending money, as I said, is empty because I spent the £5 and then a little bit extra. And miscellaneous I didn't need to use, so that is there. And I have just realised I have done a massive error because I haven't actually shown you what my spending is. So we'll pop back. We will pop back to our little page of spends. I'm just checking you can actually read that. Yeah. So obviously we started the week on the 1st, so it's been just over a full week. So New Year's Day, I spent no money at all. The Tuesday, which was the New Year bank holiday, I spent no money at all. So that was a no spend day. So that was great. On the Tuesday, I nipped to Asda on the way home from work just to pick some milk up. So that's £1.29. On the 4th, I went to WH Smith's and just bought some snacks, £3.34. Thursday, I spent nothing. So that was a no spend day. And on the 6th, I went to WH Smith's again for snacks at £2.19, and then I nipped in to the supermarket on the way home. I've just realised I've not written where I've actually been. So I just nipped in because my mum needed a couple of little things, and I spent £5.49. Yesterday was a no spend day, and today the only thing I have spent is I went to meet a couple of my cousins with my mum and my sister, and we went for afternoon tea, so that was £20, which I used out of my date night sinking fund. So yeah, I just realised I didn't actually explain what I'd done spending wise this week. So I'm really happy with that because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 no spend days this week. I did work overtime Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but the rest of the time were just kind of like normal days. The spends are at WH Smith's are my usual stress spends, as I call them. I'm an NHS worker and I work on a ward at the local hospital, and as you can imagine, if you are watching the news or reading the papers or seeing things on social media, it is a really stressful time for anybody that is working in hospital at the moment, because we have a lot of patients and not enough beds. So they're my stressy spends. So that left us with a total expenses. Obviously my boiler I then paid out, so I've popped that under expenses. I actually paid that back to my mum rather than the actual boiler man, but that was the £388.80. So in total we spent £416.64, which leaves us with £389.86 remaining. Emergency fund, obviously I'd already taken this out of the bank and put it into my emergency fund to pay off the boiler. And if you watched my cash stuffing video, you'll know that I obviously put £10 into gifts this week. So that's £20. So that leaves us with £369.86. So that's great. And then I have got the penny challenge and other challenges that I haven't filled in. So I haven't actually quite decided what I'm going to do with these, because I've got 20, 35 and some change. And I want to start my penny challenge. I have got this puzzle challenge that I've restarted, but what I really want to kind of start on this week is my 52 weeks challenge and my save the year. So, and I would quite like to try and do a biggish number. So what I think I'll do is take 20, 35. So I'll put 20 into one and 15 into the other, and then I'll put that into my penny challenge. So So my idea is if I can finish the weekly ones, anything that's left then I can put into the puzzle challenge. So in fact, no, what I'm going to do is I will put the pound coins into my puzzle challenge and the rest of what I call the shrapnel, if you're from Yorkshire, into the penny challenge. So the penny challenge is getting 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69p. And then the other challenges is 20, 30, 35, 36, 37 pounds. So that is that. Just checking you can still see. And my overdraft, I budgeted obviously for the £2 as always, and it was £1.53 in total. So that means we have got 69p plus £37 plus £1.53. So that leaves us, that's a total of £39 and 22 pence. So 369.86 minus 39.22 leaves us with £330 and 64 pence. So, which I've actually got more than that in my bank account, as you can see, 345 and 95. That is including the money I've got in my wallet for the monthly cash, and what's in my back to bank envelope as well. So I'm happy with that. So we're gonna, on next week's rollover, we'll put that as the rollover, 345.95. Still don't know how I end up with differences, to be quite frank. But whenever I'm over instead of under, I'm not gonna really worry too much. You know, it works itself out at the end of the month, so it's fine. So that is the end of that weekly check-in. So I'm just going to have a quick look at what we are doing for the next week. So I've got a couple of birthdays tomorrow, which are already sorted for. I'm donating blood on Tuesday after work. And then I am going to the theatre on Saturday. And that is it for the week. So we're not doing too badly. There's nothing there. Nothing like a social event or anything like that I'm expecting to be going to, so that will sort that out. So all we need to do now is sort out these challenges. So we have 20 and 15, so we'll put 15 into this one. So this is a 52-week challenge. I'm not sure where it came from originally, but it was gifted to me by the lovely Miss Budget, so that's where I got that from. So we have got £15. So I'm going to use the bigger number because there will be weeks that I can probably cobble together a 10 and a 5. So that is that one. So we'll pop that back in there. So that's that one. And then this is the very lovely Save the Year challenge that I bought. I think I bought it back in September from the Budgeting Bear. So it's £50 a month. It's all the same numbers every month. So we will put those back in there. And so pop that to one side. So we've got £20. So this is not a laminated one. It's a one use. So it will only be for this year, and then hopefully she'll bring out another one, or I'll find another one for next year. So we have got £20. So I'm going to have a look at using the bigger numbers, because like I say, I'm not always going to have that much. So we have got a 10 and a 10 there. So that is for that. So we'll pop a note at the back, and we'll pop that back into the front. So good, I'm happy with that one. So, oh, I will still need that one out though. So £2 we're going to pop into the puzzle challenge. So I have got £2 there on the end. So let's use that one. This is where I go really quiet, as everybody does when they're colouring. It's one of those where you kind of like almost stick your tongue out in concentration. Maybe that's just me. So there we go. So that is getting the £2. That's that challenge done. And then our final one is the penny challenge, which is my new penny challenge. If you haven't seen this before, this is a budget with Zoe penny challenge. So it's a 100-day penny savings challenge instead. So you have some bonus ones on the bottom, and you have one to £1, and then there's a little savings tracker that I got with it as well. So you can do it multiple times. Obviously this is £55 in total, and there's a few different ones to be able to save more. I did have the She's on a Budget penny challenge last year, if you didn't see that, but I was only about a third of the way through it by the end of the year. I started on New Year's Day last year and sort of finished it about a week or so ago, and I just think that this one is you know, gonna do it a lot easier and make me feel like I'm actually getting somewhere with this challenge. So we have got 69p, so I'm just going to start it off with crossing off the 69p, and then we can pop all of these into there. Sorry if anybody has got, there we go, and then pop those over there. That looks really, it looks like a really sad, if you did watch last year and you saw how much I had in there coins wise, it feels so light and so empty to have it like that. But you know, you've got to start somewhere, and it started like that last year. I just wasn't doing a channel then, so nobody actually saw it. So guys, that is my January week 2 budget check-in done. I am gonna do the next video I'll do will obviously be my cash stuffing for week 3. So there isn't as much to stuff, obviously, due to the fact that I have taken some of the money out already for my emergency fund, but there's still going to be my weekly wallets that I need to fill. Hopefully we'll have another week like this one where I don't spend very much and I don't really feel like I need to spend very much. But you know, who knows? We are working our way, you know, we're getting to almost to the halfway mark. January is a 5-week month for me, so we're not quite over that sort of hill yet. But things seem to be going okay so far. Fingers crossed, touch wood and all that. Thank you once again for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. If you have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and obviously if you aren't already and would like to subscribe to this journey, then please press that subscribe button. It's completely free, and I would love to have you with me. Until the next time, have a great week, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.